Hey guys, what's going on? In this video, I want to talk about something that I call the euphoria terror dynamic of entrepreneurship. And how this came about is I was at a dinner party with a lot of entrepreneurs more successful than myself last weekend. And one of the people mentioned that, being an entrepreneur is like oscillating back and forth constantly between the feelings of euphoria and the feelings of terror, oftentimes in the same day. And this resonated so strongly with me, as well as all of the entrepreneurs at this dinner. And what I had realized is that all this time, I had experienced that exact same thing, the euphoria of closing a deal, of seeing progress, and then the terror that sets in when you go multiple days would make zero progress, or if you lose a client. And I thought that that was something abnormal about the way I thought, or I thought that my business wasn't going as well as other people's businesses go, because no one had talked about this before. But we all got really excited when this one individual, a very successful entrepreneur, talked about this concept, because it resonated with all of us, and we all just said, oh, absolutely, I feel the same way all the time. And it was so interesting because for the first time, I realized, oh, that's normal. That's the normal part of the struggle of entrepreneurship. And it totally changed my perspective on it now. So let me delve into exactly what these other entrepreneurs mean by the euphoria terror dynamic, and what I mean when I say the euphoria and terror dynamic. So what this means is that once you kind of take the plunge, quit your job, you go all in on entrepreneurship, your sole source of income is through your business or businesses, then what I found is that in a given week, there will be certain days that I felt amazing, on top of the world. I felt that, I could do anything, accomplish anything. And usually this happened after a period of continued progress. And then other times I felt absolutely terrified and helpless, and I would question the entire choice of becoming an entrepreneur. I would ask myself, what am I doing? Am I wasting my time here? All my colleagues are slowly progressing in their corporate jobs, and here I am, I don't even know, I'm just sitting in my apartment, I'm trying to call people, everyone just keeps telling me to go away, I have no sales, I'm losing money, I'm going further into debt. I don't really have any real support from my mentors or my friends or necessarily my family, in that, no one really understands what you're going through, and they're always like, okay, well, if it doesn't work out, you can always get a job. And then all these thoughts are just playing in your head and you just feel terrified. And then the very next day, maybe you get 2 or 3 leads that seem really interested, and all of a sudden you feel on top of the world. And it's this crazy emotional roller coaster you go through. And this was one of the hardest things I've had to deal with as an entrepreneur, for sure. And what I realized, and the epiphany I had at this dinner, was that no, every entrepreneur goes through this. Every single one goes through the same thing. And that's normal. That's okay. So the first lesson I took away from this is it's so important to network and talk to other entrepreneurs and people who are going through your same struggles, and even better, people who are a little bit further